This is just an opinion video. So me and my fiance was talking. Actually, this started a while ago when me and my mom had a conversation, and then me and my fiance picked it up. I don't know if people have heard about this new, what's it, chip, microchip, whatever, that they're gonna start, putting in people with all their information, like health information. And we were talking. Me and my mom were talking about the mark of the beast. Anybody who is of a religion, well, that centers around God, knows about the mark of the beast. And that's what it sounded like to me when I read up on it. And then I was so surprised because I had just read up on it, and it's supposed to be starting next month, March 2013. And I'm just so surprised. How come this isn't on the news? How come, I just didn't understand. But I mean, I guess I did understand. I figured they wouldn't want people are, what's the line? What's the quote? A person is smart, but people are stupid, It's very easy to cause mass hysteria. So I guess if it was on the news and everything, that's when people will start talking. And, but I'm sure if, it was just in articles, it wouldn't get to everybody. And that's how, you actually dispense information, well, what you want, that's how you get your agenda out there, by keeping it quiet. Sorry, I'm tired of holding the phone up. I gotta let it lean. Okay, yeah, and I know people think, oh, it's just, for medical information, but then think, that's how it starts, If it has your medical information, so, you're in and out of the hospital, why wouldn't they have, your bank accounts, all that on you, so, it makes life a lot easier. And then, I also had a thought that technology is so advanced now. People are so on their phones, on the computer. Even when this is presented as a wide idea, widely presented, people still won't see anything wrong with it, because people just so, I can't even say self-absorbed because they're on social media. They're just so interested in what's going on in other people's lives, So you'll probably be, on your phone while you're getting the thing, not even realizing, understanding what you're doing, realizing that it says this in the Bible, that this is what's going to happen. The mark of the beast is something that's unavoidable. It is going to come, right before, the 7 years when the devil takes over, and then, God coming back. And then, when you have the mark of the beast, that's basically telling the Lord whose side you're on. And I don't think people are even going to realize it. They're going to think, oh, it's just going to make my visit to the hospital a whole lot easier. But then what about the people who don't have this chip? How long are they going to be in the hospital? And that's the thing. People are going to get it because it's just going to make their life easier. Still not realizing what they're doing. Like, because my mom I got to this conclusion because my mom actually brought it to me. She, was buying something from like CVS or Walgreens or something, and the original price was like OD, like $7, but with a card, it said it was on sale for $1 something. Who's not gonna pass that up? Something that normally costs $7-8, it's on sale for $1 something. But then she gets to the front, the lady tells her you need a card, and she asks, oh, well, how much is it to get a card? And the lady tells her it's free, so she gets the card. But that's how it's gonna be. Who's gonna pass up a deal? Oh, this all I gotta do to get this sale? All I gotta do is get a card? Oh, all I gotta get is this microchip in my hand or in my forehead or wherever? Like, fuck it, why not? People are always looking for ways to make their life easier, but when the time comes for the Antichrist to reveal himself and all that, life isn't gonna be easy. Your faith is gonna be tested, so you really gotta keep an eye out for things like that. Don't just fall for what's easy, because most things that are easy aren't good for you. And then my fiance asked, well, how do you think it's gonna work in other countries? They're not as advanced as us, to have microchips and all that. And I figured, and my theory was, I mean, the devil knows these things. He knows that there are different cultures in this world. He knows that we have different approaches. So they're going to have their own form of the mark of the beast. We're going to have our own form. And I think that's how it's gonna go. He knows that. He knows we're all different. We all have different cultures, and he's gonna work with that. You know, he's cunning, conniving. He knows how to get in and out, and he definitely knows how to get up a following. You know what I'm saying? So we're all different people, and he's definitely going to use that to his advantage. Maybe that's another reason why it will be so easy to introduce the Mark of the Beast, because as populated as this world is, we're really disconnected from each other. You know, there used to be a time where you used to know everybody. Used to talk to everybody. Talk to people face to face, not talk to people on the phone, not talk to people on Facebook. We're really disconnected from each other, no matter how connected we are, because we go on these social websites. And I just think everybody needs to be ready. Everybody really needs to be aware. This isn't, I know life, YOLO, whatever, you know? People wanna live life free, like, you know, there's a war coming, you know, between the good and the light, the dark and the light, the good and the evil, and it's so real. It is so real. You really just have to read up on it. It is so real. Like, this isn't a joke, you know. It is gonna happen one day, whether we're here or not. It could start now and then not happen for another 100 years, you know. Just get it up to a point where we're just so disconnected from each other. It'll be an easy takeover, you know, when those 7 years come. But still, now we need to know what we're dealing with. We need to educate ourselves and educate our children and really be ready for what's coming. You really gotta decide what's worth it, you know? Do you want this quick sale on earth, or do you want eternal life in God? Like, that's what you gotta decide. You know, people don't even realize that selling their souls to the devil for glory on earth, not even thinking we are here for a short time. Where we go after, that's where we're gonna be for all eternity. All eternity. And that's what, I mean, I don't see how it's worth it to some people, you know. I see this one kid who I'd been deleted on my Facebook, always talking about, oh, my life sucks, I'm gonna sell my soul to the devil, blah, blah, blah. Like, you don't realize what you're saying? First of all, your soul isn't even yours to sell. It belongs to God. He created you. You belong to Him. And then you have the audacity to think that you could sell your soul and then not suffer any consequences. What do you think is going to happen to you when you die? What do you think is going to happen to you when God comes back, looks in His book, and doesn't see your name there, looks in your face and says, I don't recognize you. You denied my son, so I'm going to deny you. Like, it is so real out there. For real. I don't know if anybody else... Well, I'm sure there are people whose faith is as strong as I am, but I don't know if there are people out there who really realize, because I know people don't want to take it seriously, you know, like what's going on with celebrities. And at one time in my life, I didn't believe that either. I wasn't trying to hear, like, you know, it's all entertainment. It's all entertainment. But then when you really do your research, you realize, like, there are no coincidences that are this big. It's real out there, you know. The media is something that reaches almost everybody. It's very rare that you meet somebody who doesn't watch the news, doesn't watch TV, doesn't go on Facebook, doesn't read the newspaper, doesn't go on Twitter. It's rare that you don't meet somebody like that. So, I mean, the media is definitely a way that all of us are being reached, and you don't think that the devil is going to use that to his advantage? You don't think that he's going to take control of the people that you may not think influences your life, but if you're watching their video and there's subliminal messages in it, I mean, it's getting to you. That's the point. I mean, it's subliminal. You might not think nothing of it, but it's getting to you. And people just really gotta be aware. You just really gotta be aware. And ain't it crazy? The song that you can't get out of your head, the one that's the most catchy, that's the same artist who, you know, did whatever they felt was necessary to maintain their fame, their fortune. I mean, we really just gotta keep our eyes open. Just tell me what you think in the comments below. Don't call me crazy if you want to, you know. At least I know where I stand and I know where you stand, you know. That's on you, you know. This is my life. This is my Lord. This is my eternity after I die. I plan on going to heaven. I don't know about anybody else. I'm not about to be thrown in the pit of, what's it, tar? No. I can't remember. I'll reread my Bible. But no, thank you. So, I mean, you do what you gotta do, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Just educate yourself, Don't just shoot something down before you even do your research, before you even notice the coincidences that aren't really coincidences, Just open up your eyes, open up your Bible, and open up your heart to the Lord, because at the end of the day, that's the only option, that's the only way out you're gonna have.